You may have heard about BCG Matrix or growth share metrics before. As a former BCG consultant, I've used the very same tool in some of my projects. And as a case coach, I often suggest my trainees use it in their case studies. In this video, I'll explain how the matrix works and how businesses and consulting firms utilize this method. I'll also discuss why BCG felt the need to update it recently. And if you're preparing for your consulting interviews, I'll help you understand how to use this in your case studies. Let's get started. The growth share matrix is a straightforward tool used for portfolio management. Companies need to have a portfolio of business units or products to truly capitalize on their growth opportunities. These business units typically have one of four roles: stars, cash cows, question marks, or pets. These roles are assigned based on the business unit's current market share and market growth rate. Market share serves as a metric to understand the company's competitive advantage, while the market growth rate indicates market attractiveness. Let's dive into each role. Star. The company has a high market share, reflecting a strong competitive advantage, and operates in a high-growth, attractive market. Cash cow. Although the company enjoys a high market share and a good competitive advantage, it might not operate in a fast-growing market. Question mark. The company's low market share indicates its competitive advantage isn't yet established, but it operates in a rapidly growing, attractive market. Pets. Lacking a significant competitive advantage, the company also doesn't operate in a high-growth market. To better understand these roles, let's categorize some of Microsoft's products and services. I've used publicly available datasets and my best judgment for these allocations. Let's start with the star category, Azure. Microsoft's cloud computing platform ranks second after Amazon Web Services, holding a 23% global market share. The global market grows by 16% annually, suggesting a high-growth market. Let's move to cash cows. Microsoft Office 365 commands almost 50% market share of the office productivity software market, and the market is growing at 4% a year annually. Second, we have LinkedIn. The company has over 80% market share within the online recruitment market, and the market is growing at 10% annually. So we can say that this is also a cash cow. The last company I've assigned in this quadrant is Xbox Game Studios. The company has about 30% market share within the console gaming market, and the market is growing at 5% a year, so it does fit this category. The next category we have is question marks. Microsoft is an investor in OpenAI, which has a 4% market share in the AI industry sector, and it is growing rapidly. The next company we have is Bing, Microsoft's search engine. It also falls into the question mark category. The company currently has only about 3% of market share in a market that's growing around 10% every year. Given that the Bing uses OpenAI's technology, it would be interesting to see if both companies emerge as stars in the upcoming years. The last category we have is pets. Microsoft Surface, their tablet and laptop division, hasn't surpassed a 4% global market share, and with the market growing at only 5% every year, it belongs in this quadrant. I hope this example clarifies the roles. Let's proceed. In the original BCG Matrix publication in 1970, BCG's founder Bruce Henderson said, "Every company needs products in which to invest cash. Every company needs products that generate cash. And every product should eventually be a cash generator. Otherwise, it is worthless." Each role has its own strategic implications. Stars are the future of the company. They generate cash and reinvest it for growth. Over time, stars should evolve to become big and stable, eventually transition to cash cows. Next, cash cows. These are the major profit makers and should be milked for cash for as long as possible to support the portfolio's growth. Question marks have the potential to rise as stars. Based on product and market conditions, companies must choose to either invest for growth or divest. Next, we have pets. Pets conversely are not desired in the portfolio, since they consume more cash than they produce. Companies face the decision of either turn them around or opting for divestment. Drawing from my experience as a BCG consultant, let me share how BCG teams or other consulting firms typically apply this matrix. A typical corporate portfolio strategy project comprises 3 phases. Phase number 1, health check. This involves assessing the portfolio's overall strengths and weaknesses, understanding shareholder expectations, and setting an overall portfolio vision. Next, we conduct an in-depth analysis of individual business units, assessing market trends and their potential impact on the company's right to win in the market. Let's move to second phase, direction setting and role assignment. We establish a direction for the future portfolio, allocate specific roles like star, cash cow, question mark, and pet, and identify value creation levers. Following that, we evaluate strategic alternatives for each role, considering growth in core and adjacent businesses, optimization, or potential divestment. Last phase, strategy detailing and capital allocation. We compile a comprehensive list of strategic initiatives, offer suggestions for capital distribution, and formulate an implementation strategy. As you can see, the BCG Matrix, along with its foundational principles, is incorporated throughout the project. For more in-depth information, you can visit the BCG's Corporate Portfolio Strategy page. It's worth noting that the original BCG Matrix was created in 1970, and since then the landscape of the business world has witnessed significant changes. The interval between innovation and its adoption has shortened. Company profitability has become more unpredictable, and simply leading the market doesn't necessarily equate to leading in profits as it once did. In light of these shifts, BCG introduced several refinements to their classic model, and I would like to highlight a few things. The roles within the portfolio need to be reassessed more regularly now. The number of question mark companies should increase to promote greater risk-taking. Cash cow entities should undergo further optimization to maximize profitability. Pets can still be valuable in the portfolio, as their failures guide subsequent decisions regarding where and how to experiment. Great! Since many in our audience are aspiring consultants, I'd like to dig deeper into how you can use the BCG Matrix in your upcoming case interviews. Think about business problems where the client has multiple business units. These could be product groups, customer segments, geographical presences, or subsidiary companies. Some case studies ask candidates to conduct an assessment of the business. This might be because the client wants to grow their business, improve profitability, or operate more efficiently. As you develop your own approach, consider grouping some of the business units based on their competitive advantage and market attractiveness. Label them as stars, cash cows, question marks, or pets. Then devise strategies that encompass growth, optimization, or divestment. I hope you found this video helpful. Please let us know if you'd like us to share more business concepts on our channel. I'll see you in the next video.